At this point, I will move on and I want to introduce our next speaker, Nicole Sandelier, who we have privileged to work with. Nikki is the Director of Economic Policy Research at New Jersey Business and Industry Association. And Nikki has done a very an amazing work with the industry and have done an industry series studies, and they have found out some great information that Nikki will be sharing us with today. So Nikki, are you on?
I am. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Perfect. Good morning, everybody. And Zakir, thank you for that nice introduction. At NJBIA, we have worked very closely with Aaron and team, and I see Judy Savage is on, and we are just very excited to be here and to see some of the things that we've been talking about for what seems like years now, moving forward and to develop these pathways and collaboratives. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit today about our future of work study that we did in partnership with Focus New Jersey. So what we did was we wanted to understand the changing dynamics, industry opportunities, challenges, and skill sets for the future from the perspective of the business community. While we think it's very important to look at the numbers and the analytics that Zakir had mentioned before, we also wanted to understand what our businesses were seeing from the boots on the ground perspective. So we talked to over 250 industry leaders, ranging from the large manufacturing corporations all the way down to your small mom and pops. Next slide, please. So from the beginning, there were some very telling industry dynamics and emerging trends that popped up and was consistent throughout our study. First and foremost was the advanced and rapid integration of artificial intelligence and technology. Many of our members referred to it as the quote unquote fourth industrial revolution or manufacturing 4.0. They talked a lot to us about how these technological advances are making dramatic changes to their operations, to their business models, and also to their profit making. Companies were also telling us about how they use predictive analytics to help minimize robotic malfunctions and also to stop with other work stoppages that ultimately affect production lines. Also, the Internet of Things and how the world of the Internet is just rapidly changing this industry. Next slide, please. So there were a slew of opportunities that our membership identified, starting with the integration of technology and artificial intelligence. They also talked about the importance of data analytics and how this allows for increased accuracy and efficiency in their manufacturing lines. They also talked about how they're excited that manufacturing seemingly is returning to the United States. As Akir mentioned, the industry seems to be on the upward trend to become even stronger than it has been in the past in this state. And also the opportunity for an increased diversified workforce. There is also a number of challenges that our businesses said that they are seeing. First is being the aging workforce and a lack of young skilled labor. Next was the costly nature of doing business in New Jersey. Third was business margins are shrinking due to increased competition, and that speaks directly to our more globalized world. Also, industry regulation is extremely burdensome. Maintaining the security and privacy of confidential and or sensitive information, and tariffs have made it difficult for manufacturers to do business in the US. So technology and artificial intelligence plays a huge role in the manufacturing industry from the perspective of our businesses. And while I know a lot of people have been nervous that robotics and artificial intelligence will take jobs from people, the truth of the matter is that it's likely to actually create more jobs than it destroys, and it will help increase wages for those individuals who may have been on the lower end of the pay scale. Next slide, please. So there are a number of hard skill and essential skills that our businesses identified. I will note that essential skills are what we were previously referring to as soft skills. And it really wasn't on the purview of our study, yet over and over again, our businesses were telling us that these essential skills such as motivation, self-awareness, decision-making, communication skills, and critical thinking are just as important as the hard skills such as machinists, mechanics, mechanical engineers, individuals who have skill sets in robotics and cybersecurity, IT training, big data and analytics, cloud computing, simulation, and virtual reality. Next slide, please. So tying it all together, these are some ideas that our businesses gave us to help move New Jersey's manufacturing industry into the future. They want to reincorporate the trade skill sets back into K through 12 education, increase capacity at the state's vocational technical schools, debunk the stigma that you need a 4-year degree to be successful in New Jersey, promote trade careers as successful career pathways, create more apprenticeship programs, promote the role of certifications and credentials, and incorporate certificates and credentialing into degree programs throughout the state's academic curricula. And that is it.